There are some activity to the southwest of the town of the Grindavík in the Reykjanes Peninsula of the Iceland. This area has been the subject of several earthquakes in the past few years. And we are now waiting for another one. And this southwest one, at the depth of the 5 to 3 kilometers, looks potential site for an eruption. We had a failed attempt for an eruption in the March 2nd. It didn't materialize. It was a stop. We had a 2.8 earthquake near the Grindavík, and now we are seeing that seismic activity starts there. The machinery are concentrated in that area, which is practically a rift valley. Basin and range, this is obvious, of course, every geologist will know that. This is a rift valley, I call it Grindavík Rift Valley, where the sea has invaded parts of the rift. And you can see here, these are the starts from the Grindavík harbor itself and extends to the southwest. And if eruption happens here, building a wall is probably not the best solution because there is not much topography in that area. If you build it like that, that is a better solution, and it will be potentially able to stop any situation, any kind of eruption that may happen through a fissure in that area. Hopefully, if it is outside of Grindavík, of course. I have several videos about how to build the defensive walls and berms around Grindavík. This is one of the best ones, probably. Watch this. We had many eruptions since 2021 in the Reykjanes Peninsula of Iceland. They started in the March with the eruption of the Fagradalsfjall volcano, followed by the Meradalil and the Little volcano, which erupted in a sequence along the plate boundary in that area. This is a new volcanic system. Then we had the eruption in the Iceland Svartsengi area. First one and the second one, which actually invaded one of the defensive walls, and the third one just in February, which surrounded the Svartsengi Blue Lagoon geothermal power plant and the spa, and caused the cutting of the road, bursting of the pipes, and damage to the infrastructure in that area, which caused delays in the delivery of the electricity power and hot water for maintaining of the structures, including the roads there. The plate boundary in this area is well known. We know that is the plate boundary, the volcanic system, and where it happened, and the cracks, previously existing cracks, fault lines, and all the eruptions, craters of the Fort Sundunka, for example, are well known. We can use this knowledge to actually, for the future, develop a method and mitigation plan to actually stop the damage to the town of the Grindavík and the assets that we have there, including the geothermal power plant, Blue Lagoon Spa, the road which is connecting the area. As a geologist who have done studies of many areas in the world, including what I have done in Iran, and studying the aerial photographs, this was before the age of the internet, so aerial photographs you could study only on the negatives. I have encountered a lot of structures like this, what you see now in this Google image, that has been built by the Iranians over thousands of years to stop the fluids, in this case water, flood water, and being wasted, gone to the lowlands. They use these berms or walls to store and feed the underground, irrigation channels that they have built there underground for hundreds of kilometers. And this is a method that I suggest that we use also in the area of the Reykjanes Peninsula along this Svartsengi volcanic system to actually stop this. There are many studies by the Iranians on this field. This is an 11th century book about the hydrology. This is a book about the hydrology and how to actually find water, stop water, direct water, measure the distances, measure the heights, mountains, and even some inventions that the person who has written this book has done for his time is very advanced in that sense. We can use the technology that we have now in a better sense to build such a structure. When you look, for example, in this sentinel image, we can align our berms or walls, defensive walls, along the almost vertical or perpendicular to the tract of the cracks and fault lines each one of these will stop any of these eruptions which happen along its course, and then we can direct them to go around the town of the Grindavík, those areas that actually can be stopped, directing and trapping the lava in between the two highlands of the Iceland Svartsengi and the one to the lowest east, toward the southeast, lowest part of the right side. And then the central parts of the town which is damaged, I suggest be kept as an open air museum. It should be abandoned. You cannot do safely things there. It can be a tourist attraction on its own, the first on its own. And the parts that we are abandoning, we can build them around these two areas, to the east and the west of the town, and use the harbor in the middle as the fishing for the fishing industry, for the companies who have the. This is a plan, of course. We have to study the contours. I've tried to do as much as I can by studying these satellite images. This is a suggestion I make to actually save the Grindavík. This is for saving the town.